We're still talking about the terrorism index that Nigeria has found itself on. Apparently, globally on that index, we're number 6, even though this particular one says that we're number 2. And like I said, it's open to debate. Like I was talking about brain drain, because it seems to be a thing now in Nigeria. Brain drain for lecturers, brain drain for medical staff, brain drain for teachers, brain drain for, even now, our soldiers. How can we win a war if there's also a war happening in our minds?
Well, in the battlefield, 2 things are involved. You are in the battlefield to fight and reunite with your family. One of the problems I've also identified with our military is operational error. Sometimes the deployment strategies made us to lose a lot of men in the battlefield. A soldier is not expected to spend more than 9 months in the battlefield. Go back home and reunite with your family and also enjoy your marital benefit if you are married. But this time around, we see some soldiers spending 3 years, 4 years in the battlefield. Like my own younger brother spent 4 years in the Northeast.
Wow.
And when you look at this deployment strategy, it's highly demoralizing. Psychologically, it's demoralizing. Physiologically-wise, it's also demoralizing because as a soldier, your mind is prepared to fight and reunite with your family, like I rightly said. So I will also advise that we start looking at deployment strategies and tactical strategies, because most times people just think that these soldiers, their sole responsibility is just to keep fighting. No, the battle begins from the mind. If your mind is not even prepared, even if you're in a Tucano jet, you can just even take a departure once the enemy firepower comes. So for me, what we need to start looking as well, we need to start looking at motivation. These soldiers, what is the welfare pack? What is the welfare package for these guys? Some of them, how much are they paying our soldiers in the battlefield? Sometimes they spend 1 year or 2 years. How much do you pay them monthly? If you go and check the amount they are paying these guys monthly, Marianne, I promise you're going to shed tears here live in the studio.
Wow. They spend as much as 2 years, 3 years in the battlefield?
Oh, yeah, they spend 2-3 years in the battlefield. That's what I term as deployment error, operational error. It's also a tactical error.
Wow.
Because if the enemy attack comes, the first thing that comes to your mind, hey, I don't know when I'm going back home.
True.
That is why you see most times our soldiers are withdrawing from this enemy firepower. The soldiers, you're not supposed to withdraw from any enemy firepower. You're supposed to engage the enemy with fire and fury. So you don't need to withdraw. Each time you withdraw is not a crime in the battlefield.
Okay.
Because when you look into the phases of war, attack is part of the phases of war.
Retreat
is also part of the phases of war. The reason why you retreat is for you to go and
recoup and come back.
But here we retreat and not come back again. Maybe it's further notice. Retreat and jackpot. So the reason why we also retreat and jackpot, why we not that the military are not competent enough, but these are some of the errors in the Nigerian military, especially the Nigerian army.
Okay.
They need to look into the deployment strategy. If they start looking into the deployment strategy, I tell you, we'll be able to contend with this threat that is bedeviling our generation, Nigeria.